All right. Good evening, everybody. This is It's iBugs Live for January 23rd, 2025. Happy New Year. It's not too late to say Happy New Year. You can actually say it all year long if you wanted to. We're so happy that you're here. We've got a great program ahead of us, but just some real quick announcements. I promise it won't go too long. We're iBug. We have several programs going on, about 25 per month if you want to keep count. Quickly, this week, we still have some more activities just for this week. Tomorrow, we have the movie, or iBug Not the Virtual Movies. Every Friday, we do a movie, audio described only. And that will be Elton John, Never Too Late, one of my favorite rock stars. So it's a documentary about his life, and so that should be fun. Not a biopic. It's actually a documentary, but it'll be lots of music, I think, in there. That'll be at 8 o'clock, and then prior to that, at 7:15, we'll have the Argle Bargle kind of social time. We'll hang out. We will do Name That Tune. We'll have trivia and discussion after the movie. Okay, then Saturday. Saturday is one of my very favorite meetings of the whole year. We're going to do the iBug Apple Workshop, and it's not just any Apple Workshop. It is the Show and Tell Apple Workshop. So, what will we do there? We will show different devices. All of your favorite friends from iBug and new people have stepped up. We're so very grateful for them. We're going to talk about some of the devices that we really rely on or like. And so there are anything that connects to your iPhone. Okay, we're here in VoiceOver, so just remember, keep that on mute. So that's on Saturday from 2 to 4 on the same Zoom link where you are right now. So come on that. We'll have Apple News, we'll have iBug News, and then the rest of the time will be devoted to talking about cool gadgets. Okay, all the stuff that people got for Christmas, we're going to get to hear about it. And there might even be an opportunity for others to share some stuff that they want to talk about. All right, so that's immediately coming up. So you got the next 2 days, you got something to do with us. We hope you'll come. All right, with that, I will hand it over to George Batiste. George, are you out there? George?
I am. I had myself muted while you was doing all that.
Okay.
I think I have successfully become unmuted. Good evening, everybody, again, all over this side of the ground. This is George, and this is another version of what we call It's iBuzz Life, where we discuss different tricks and tips and adaptations that you can do yourself, no matter what no matter how much vision or lack of vision that you do have. And but before we get started with all of our main topic tonight, what we like to do, as customary, we like to know who's all here. So what I like to do is invite everybody to come off mute this time and say your name, the city and state that you're calling from, or sometimes whatever country you're calling from. And what's your favorite things you like to eat off of the grill? That's going to be the icebreaker. So say your name, city and state you're calling from, and what's your favorite thing you like to eat that will come off of the grill. So who's first? Well, I'll go first since I'm the one doing all the talking and get you guys to break away from your shyness. My name is George. I'm here in Houston, where 2 days ago we felt like we was in Chicago because it was like in the 20s and had wind chills of the single digits and snow on the ground. And I'm one of those, I like almost anything meat-wise that come off the grill. I'll grill it all. I'll grill a hamburger, a chicken, a steak, a pork chop, a sausage, whatever it is that's meat-wise, I'm ready to grill it. I haven't grilled seafood yet. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but won't be too far from me trying it. Once I get this kind of grill I'm talking about, I definitely will try it. So that's me. And I don't know. I don't think I want to grill bacon. That might be kind of challenging. I love bacon, but I don't want to mess it up. All right. So who's next?
David from Arkansas, steaks.
Love steaks. There you go. Come off mute. If you on the phone, hit the. Go ahead.
This is Jody in New Hampshire, where it's 10 degrees.
How much?
And 10 degrees, and a high of 10 degrees. It was 20 below the other morning. And I love steak on the grill.
Okay, welcome, Jody. Who's next?
Terry Walker.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah, my favorite is from Houston. My favorite is sausage. Well, I love just about anything grill meat-wise too, George, so I can identify the same with you.
All right, we are proud carnivores. All right, who's next?
This is Deb from Kansas.
Okay, I heard from Kansas, and you was with someone else. Let's get to Kansas first. Say your name again.
Deb.
Deb from Kansas?
I like steak and hamburger.
Steak and hamburgers.
And
any particular kind of steak?
I like ribeye.
Ribeye, that's my favorite too. All right, now who was the person going up against Deb? Y'all were racing.
This is Dan from Southern California. Hamburgers, like a hamburger in a bun, with all the fixings. It's great.
Okay. Gotcha. Anybody else? Say your name.
Raheel.
Raheel?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Albany, New York.
Albany, New York. Okay. Welcome. What's your favorite thing off the grill?
Mostly seasoned with mixed in vinegar with the chicken legs.
Okay, so you like chicken legs?
Yeah. Who's that, George?
This is George.
Where are you from again? Because
I'm from Houston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is my first time joining this call, so.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
If I can say, this is Luis from outside of Chicago.
Luis in Chicago, okay.
Your hamburgers, but you know what? I lead such an isolated lifestyle. There's so much more out there that I'm just like, I don't know. Polish sausage, bratwurst.
Yeah, you in Chicago. I thought you was about to tell me deep dish pizza.
Deep dish for sure. However, I don't think you can make that.
I don't know if you can grill that, but
right.
Somebody will try.
Exactly. You let me know when you want to come out here. I know.
No. If I'm coming to Chicago, it's going to be between late April and early October.
If I can suggest that, more like June or July.
There you go. All right, who else is here? Who haven't had a chance to introduce himself?
This is Ned from Texas.
Hey, Ned.
Chicken thighs and hamburgers.
Okay, awesome. Who's next?
This is Vincent.
Go ahead, Vincent.
I'm in New Jersey, and I like a marinated steak that has a bone and some, griddle. I let it marinate overnight, and then grill it, and it comes out nice, very tasty and soft.
Okay. All right. Who else? Who else is here?
Hello, this is Carlo from Montreal, Canada, and I like to have grilled fish.
Grilled fish. That is so good. I have had it. I've never done it, but I have had it before, and it's definitely awesome. Anybody else?
This is Gary from Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
Breaux Bridge.
Yeah, I like shrimp and fish and some desserts on the grill.
All right, I'm curious. How much snow did you get in Breaux Bridge?
We got 10 inches.
10 inches.
Low temperature the other night was 4 degrees.
Okay. Sounds good. Anybody else?
This is Masoma.
Masona? Where are you from?
Masoma.
Masoma.
Yes. From San Francisco. Everything meat and some vegetables. So.
Yeah, you sure can grill vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, welcome. This is your first time here? I remember ever hearing your name before.
Yes, it's my first time here.
Okay, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else? Come off mute.
Diana Harada.
Go ahead, Diana.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Diana Harada from Houston, Texas. And what I love on the grill is hamburgers, chicken, fish, and grilled vegetables.
Sounds good. Okay. Anybody else? Say your name. You would say
Halima from Houston.
Hey, Halima.
I like grilled fish and wings.
Fish and what?
Wings.
Oh, wings. Okay. Yeah, I like wings no matter what. They can be grilled, fried, drowned in sauce. I like them except raw. I don't like them raw. Okay. Anybody else?
This is Jake from Michigan, and I like hamburgers, chicken, and ribs on the grill.
Did you say Jake?
Yes, it's Jake from Michigan.
Not from State Farm?
No.
Okay.
I wish so, but no.
All right. Welcome, Michigan.
Thank you.
We got a big group here tonight. Go ahead.
It's from Iowa.
Iowa. Wow.
Where we are so cold and I'm sick.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Oh,
that you're sick.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, people probably sorry also because I'm from Iowa. It's so cold.
Okay.
So, I like all meat grill and I also one of the vegetables really good. It's corn on a cob.
Corn on the cob on the grill. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's another thing I got to add that to the list.
Yeah, that's a big Iowa thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Give you like about 30 more seconds. Don't be shy. Hello, we can hear you.
All right. I like sausage and ribs.
That's
from Houston. Yeah.
Like sausage and ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the first person that said ribs, and I love ribs on the grill too.
Oh, ribs are the best. All right. Thank you.
Anybody else?
And,
okay.
This is Sonia real quick. Just a reminder, everybody, if you're not speaking, please go ahead and stay on mute so we can get a good, clean recording, and then George will open it up periodically for questions, all right? So just improve the quality. Please stay on mute. Thank you.
Okay, so we got a big group tonight. We're going to go ahead and get started. And the reason why, I know I think I talked about grilling a few months back, I'm not sure. But I brought this topic up again tonight because I have in with me, well, I'm not at home this time, actually. We're doing this particular presentation remotely, on location. I have with me who you hear talking as Rove Evans. Rove Evans is the one who introduced me to this fabulous grill. I'm going to let him describe instead of the name of it. But this is a grill where you definitely would be able to have complete control of so much stuff than when I've done, because I'm used to just doing charcoal grill. That's the thing that I have perfected. Well, this one just has charcoal as well, but you will be able to control it, the temperature, and you can go up or down. You can raise the temperature or even lower it, all by using an app that you can download on your smart device. So this is why we're doing this presentation again. And we're going to do some simple things about grilling. We're not cooking an entire meal, but just so that we can do a live presentation. I went ahead and prepped a few pieces of meat that we're going to throw on there. But Robe, I'm going to let you take the floor. I want you to say where you're from and tell us about this fabulous grill that you were going to be working on.
Hello, everyone. I am Robe Evans. I am a Houston transplant. I originally am from New York, and I just moved down to Houston last year in January, as a matter of fact. So I've only been here for 1 year. But since arriving here, barbecuing became my thing, and I basically barbecue every week. I mean, sometimes even 2 times a week. I pull the grill out onto the patio and I fire it up and just do what it do.
Yeah, I'm about to move. We're going to become neighbors. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what we have here is called it was actually what I call the best Father's Day gift I've ever received. My girlfriend, Markia, she got me this. It is a Autoignite. It's by a company called Masterbuilt. It's called the Masterbuilt Autoignite 545 Gravity Grill. And what it is it's an offset grill, which means that the fire is not directly under the food. The fire is actually to the right of the food in a cast iron box, which is called a hopper. So you fill the hopper with real wood, real charcoal or whatever, and you use that to keep the fire going, and the smoke from the fire goes out through the side of the hopper on the bottom, and it goes into like a fuselage, and then there's a fan that blows the smoke up into the food. And this thing is an incredible machine. It can go from 250 degrees if you're looking to smoke something low and slow, or it can go up to 650 degrees if you want to sear some steaks or meat or whatever. Even if you want to like do a pizza on here, you can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up and get this thing started.
All right, and while he's doing that, guys, if you hear like some traffic background noise, that's coming from us. It's not somebody else that's off mute. We actually are on his terrace, and where he lives at is like right off of Interstate 45. So from time to time, you may hear a truck or a motorbike. You may even hear some sirens every once in a while that go by because we just not that far from it. So that's to be the noise you were hearing. And and like you indicated before, not only can you grill, with charcoal, but you actually can smoke meat on here as well. So it's kind of like a multifaceted thing.
Yeah, this is more of a smoker than an actual grill. It's more of a smoker because it has like these cast iron plates on it, and the cast iron plates you can flip them over, and if you put it on one side, it has fatter grids, and that is for searing the meat. And if you want to smoke the meat, then you flip it over to the other side, the plates, and it has more openings for more smoke to get up in the food. And George can tell you that it smells like there's been a barbecue already done out here because I just got this machine in the beginning of June, and I've used it already about 50 times. So that tells you that I really,
he's been getting lots of practice.
I use it a lot.
I would tell you guys, as I'm standing next to it right now, it stands about, with the hub up, it stands like about probably 3.5 feet tall, maybe 4, I'm guessing. And it's about width is probably about 5 or 6 feet wide, you think?
Yeah, maybe 6 to 7 feet.
Something like that. Yeah, it's a big grill. That's me hitting on it.
It has a side table on both sides.
Yeah, that's what like setting your food. Like I got a pan of chicken on the left side of it, and I got some hamburgers sitting on the chair, but I can put it on the side of too. We're just out here. That's what we're gonna just so we can do like live presentations. I just did something simple with that. I even got some link. We'll see if we have time for that or not.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to light the grill. So on the front of this grill, on the left hand side, there is a like multi-directional button thing which has 4 buttons on it around a center button. So it's sort of like, on a keypad on your like remote control or whatever, where you have like the cursor keys, the arrow keys with the thing in the middle. So it's basically like that. Then to the right of that, there's a knob which sighted people would use to, they could adjust the temperature and things like that. And then next to the knob, going further right, there are 4 holes that look like little earphone holes. And that's used to put a meat probe in. So you can actually plug in a probe that you stick in your meat and it'll tell you the temperature. I'll demonstrate that as we go along. Then to the right of those 4 holes, there is the ignite button, which is for the auto ignite feature of this grill. So in order for it to auto ignite, there's a little cast iron tray that you put a fire starter on. So the fire starter, here George, I'll let you feel it. It feels like a little piece of, it kind of feels like styrofoam, right? But it's more dense.
Yeah, sure is.
And you would put it on this, which I don't know how you would describe that, George, but
this is that iron or is it metal?
It's cast iron.
It's cast iron. It's kind of like it's got 4. If you touch like an outdoor grill before, it's like a smaller version. The grills the grate is not as thick or as long. And that's the thing he's going to put that little spongy thing on top of.
Right.
It's about 3 inches long, about maybe 2 inches wide.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm going to sit the fire starter on this. And then I I cheat to get the fire started fast. I will take a little piece of charcoal, if you see right here, George. I have a really tiny piece of charcoal.
Yeah, it's very flat.
And I'm going to lay it right on top of the fire starter. And then on the side of the grill, all the way over on the right-hand side, underneath the side table, there is a hole where I will put this in. So I am inserting this into the little hole, which has a sliding door on it. And now I'm going to hit the auto ignite button. And I've already loaded up the hopper with some charcoal as well as some smoking wood, some mesquite smoking wood. So George is going to have some nice mesquite smoked flavored chicken, but we're going to actually barbecue the chicken. So the difference being that smoking is a very time-consuming process. It takes about a good 3 hours if you really want to smoke like chicken or turkey. For Thanksgiving, I actually smoked a jerk turkey breast, and I let it go for 3 hours. And you want an internal temperature of about 165 for that. As well as for this chicken, you want 165. So you could smell that the fire kind of caught a little bit, but again, just to make sure, I use a little blowtorch, and I will follow it up. So I'm sticking the nozzle of the blowtorch in where I put the little fire thing, and I press the button, and that should have lit it. So I'm going to close the little sliding door where the little element goes.
What's your test element to know that it's lit? What's your technique?
So in order to know that it's lit, I listen for the sound of the crackling of the mesquite wood, because mesquite wood generally crackles.
Okay.
And you can also start smelling smoke and everything. And then I also use the app. So let me open up the app.
What's the name of the app?
It's called the Masterbuilt app.
Masterbuilt app, available on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm using an iPhone, and so when you open the app, it will have your devices listed here. So my grill is affectionately referred to as the Daddy Bear Pit. And don't ask. And when I click on this, it's going to bring me to the screen where it's going to tell me the information I need to know about the grill. So I'm going to start from the upper left corner. So there's a go back button. It'll say the name of the grill again. It talks about the Wi-Fi signal. So the Bluetooth signal going to the phone from the grill is excellent. Settings. There's a settings button. Then there's an arrow. The current temperature of the grill is 49 degrees. So as it starts to fire up and everything, we'll check and see that the temperature starts rising. And that's another way that we tell that we're actually, on fire and everything. Another way that you could test initially is you could just put your hand towards the outside of the opening where the little fire element goes, and you could feel a little bit of heat emoting from there. So there's also a little fan thing that you'll hear. It breathes. It sounds like Godzilla breathing, and every now and then you hear "rrr," like a real quick "rrr." But when it really gets to going,
I hear it, but they probably cannot hear it.
Right, they won't be able to hear it. I doubt it. But right now, it's really going the fan. So I'm gonna hit the auto ignite button again just to slow it down and let it build up again. Set time. Set time. Set time. Present time. Degree. Image 49.
Still like 49.
Okay, it did not really catch. So I'm gonna just take my little blowtorch again and make sure it catches this time and close it. Okay, it sounds like it's going. I heard a little crackling from that little piece of the
I could smell it a little bit
of the wood. So so now every time that it breathes a little, in order for the fire to grow, it needs air. And when this thing is doing this little breathing thing, it's like turning the fan on and off. It's like pulsing, and that's causing the fire to catch, slowly. Because if you blow too hard on a little fire, it's going to just go out. But if you blow it just enough, it will help to catch it faster. 49. But yeah, you could definitely smell it, right?
Yeah, I smell it.
Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, if anybody got questions throughout, feel free to come off mute, say your name. We'll recognize you.
Can I ask a question? This is Luis.
Go ahead. Well, what's your question?
Okay, so 2 questions. So I noticed that you don't use no igniter fluid or nothing like that with the traditional, like wood chips or charcoal, right?
Right. You do not use lighter fluid with this. You just charcoal, you can use wood chips, you can use even pellets.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so then my second question is where did you purchase that? Like from Menards, Lowe's, Amazon?
This grill was purchased from Home Depot.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay. So those are my 2 questions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Deb.
Go ahead, Deb.
So, I'm assuming that this also plugs in.
Wait, hold on, Deb. My phone was talking. Say it again.
I said I assume that this grill plugs in then as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just a regular 110 or 120?
Yes, a regular 120.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Emily.
Yes, Emily?
I have a question. Approximately how much was the grill?
It's a $500 grill.
Wow, okay. Got it. So is it like a plug-in and not a plug-in, or is it either or I'm just trying to confirm that. When you
if you use it when it's not plugged in, then you won't get the control of it from the app, as well as you won't be able to use it with the fans.
Got it. So it has to be basically what you said.
So yes, it will work if there's no electricity. You can grill on it. You just don't have that control like we mentioned with the app.
Yeah. Is it just Home Depot has this, do you know? Or other location might have it?
The temperature's going up is now at 50 degrees.
What was your last question, Emily?
Well, my other question is beside Home Depot. Do you know if there's any other spots?
The stores besides Home Depot.
I'm sure there are. They even sell it on their website. However, what I would recommend is anyone that intends on purchasing one of these, buy it where they put it together for you. This was not easy to put together. It took me and 2 sighted guys about 4 hours to put this thing together.
Okay, thank you.
How big is the grilling surface?
Say it again.
How big is the grilling surface?
How big is the grill itself? Okay. When I'm standing next to it, in height, it's about maybe 3.5 to 4 feet tall. Maybe I'll say 3.5. Lengthwise, it's probably about 7 feet long. It's a big grill. It's a big, serious grill. You can grill several things on here. And it has 2 side plates that if you want to set the stuff you want to be grilling, you can set it on the side.
How big is the cooking surface?
How many cooking surfaces, he says?
There's 2, and then it also has like an upper surface that you can use as well, like a cooling tray, like a warming tray, I guess you would call it. But I don't generally use that one.
The cooking area that I'm touching right now, if I had to guess, the length of it may be about 2 feet, but the width, that's probably like about 6 feet.
That's big.
Now the fan came on, but this is kind of slow catching charcoal. Normally, like when I just use like the regular mesquite wood, which is less dense than these briquettes, it lights a lot faster. So I would definitely say use something that's easier to burn just to get it started. and then you can move over to whatever it is that you would really like to use. But it's working.
You don't need to hit it again with the blowtorch again, right?
No, I don't think so.
I'll take it back. I told you guys that the thing that's like about 5 feet in width is actually about, this thing is it's a big square, probably 2 to 3 feet either direction. Yeah, I think the first time he showed it to me, he got his fire started like, I'll say maybe like in less than a minute. So I guess what we're using right now is being a little stubborn.
And maybe it's because it's so cold out.
And yeah, it could be temperature because I think it's like maybe 40 degrees out here, 45, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
no, I'm not feeling any heat.
Yeah, the little fire starter thing didn't even burn yet, which is crazy. Let me grab a piece of the regular truck.
Okay. This is what happens when you do like live presentations. Devices gets temperamental and they want to be shy and don't want to act right. But that's all right. We always have backup plans.
This is Luis. Can I ask an additional question?
You can ask as many questions as we have time for.
Okay, so considering as large as it is, I don't know if it comes in any smaller sizes. However, can you compartmentalize
the smallest one?
Yikes! Okay, so I can actually barbecue a body, right?
Yeah,
but I'm only kidding, right? But can you compartmentalize? Like if it's only you, for example, you and your wife or whatever, and you want to just grill a couple of hamburgers, a couple of bratwurst, can you section it off or no?
Well, you can use just, as much space as you need, but just keep in mind that this is actually going to, the smoke is going to hit the whole grill anyway. So you don't have to worry about it, like you're just using one section.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you place it at, it's going to warm up the whole grill.
Right. And when you put
Okay.
it down, it's airtight, so the smoke is going to be all over.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else got any other questions?
This is Dan with a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you establish, how do you connect the app to the grill?
How you connect the app to the grill?
Okay, so that's a Bluetooth connection. You have to use the app, and you're going to set it up through Wi-Fi. And there's a button that you're going to press on the grill, like a Bluetooth button, that allows you to connect to it through Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. So you have to turn the app on first, right? And then go into Wi-Fi?
Right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this would be my additional question. This is Luis. So I get it where it's better to find a store where it's going to assemble it prior to, considering the circumstances. But do you find where you need some sighted assistance after it's assembled to actually connect?
No, not at all. If you are somebody who has grilled before, or if you have the adventure spirit and you want to try it, once it gets all assembled, no, it's definitely blind friendly.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, for sure.
Rove and I both don't have any vision at all.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm total too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah, it absolutely can be done.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, George, when you taste the food, you let us know how it tastes.
Okay. I'll save you some.
Yeah, for sure.
George has had the food off of this thing before.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm definitely sure.
I forgot how long. Not too long ago, was over here. We had some wings. Matter of fact, New Year's Eve. Did y'all cook that stuff on New Year's Eve? Yeah, they brought us some wings to our New Year's Eve party. And man, those things were good. They were flavorful. You could tell it was smoked.
Good.
But before then, we was over here for something where he had just a little everything. Chicken, we had lamb, we had burgers.
It's a smorgasbord, right?
Yeah. At a buffet.
You let me know, and I'll get a flight out there.
We're actually not too far from the airport where we're at right now.
Well, I'm in.
We just got we this thing is being stubborn about wanting the light.
I don't know. Maybe it's camera shy or something.
So it constantly has to be plugged in order to work, let's say, properly for us, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But once we do know that once it does get fired up, it's not going to take too long to cook because I don't have we don't have no big turkey or a big ham.
Right.
Leg quarters. Got a couple of leg quarters and some, bought a 2.5 pound or no, it was a 4. I don't remember the poundage. I just bought it and made some hamburger patties out of it.
So if I can ask this, so since you're using charcoal and the wood chips or whatever, does it have that charcoal taste or that grill taste, or does it have a different type of taste?
Told you, when things don't want to be shy, they don't work out. But right now, I'm actually holding my hand over the fire, warming my fingers up a little bit. It is definitely it. Let's play your app again so I can hear the temperature.
Okay. So
360. It's 360 degrees right now. And that took about, once we finally got the fire started, like a couple of minutes. Okay. So when do you suggest it's okay to put the meat on it?
79. It's pretty much good to go because for chicken, you would normally grill it between 350 and 450.
Okay.
And you would do about 15 minutes on each side because these are quarter legs, right?
These are quarter legs.
Yeah, I would do about, anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes on each side.
So right now, guys, I'm laying the leg quarters on the grill. I got one. See how many I can get on here. So these are pretty big.
You got a sizzle going on.
2. Here's number 3.
It's at 455 right now.
Since it's cold out here, that feels good. Here's 4. Uh-oh. We got a sizzle. I hear a sizzle. Let me see if I got enough room for a 5th one. Yeah, I do.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
George, this is Janice.
Hey, Janice.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. When you put the chicken on the grill, did you hear a sizzle?
I'm hearing it sizzling right now.
You put it.
When I first put it on there, it didn't sizzle. Okay. But now that it's on there, I think the moisture from the chicken is dripping into the fire. So now it is sizzling right now.
Oh, okay.
I got 5 big leg quarters on there.
Terry.
Hey, Terry, what you got?
Yeah, okay. So you said, okay, just to recap, for the leg quarters, you do each side for 20 minutes, roughly?
He said 15 minutes on each side, because these are big, huge leg quarters. Right.
Yeah, 15 minutes on each side. Okay, thank you.
Now, if we was going to smoke this or bake it, I could have put the top down and go in. No, I still would have to flip it over. And that might take like a little longer. Because meat cooks, if everybody knows this grill before, meat cooks a lot faster when the top is up. Now, if you wanted to get a real slow cook, and that's just for like you want to make it real tender and bake and flavorful, that will take a while.
Thank you.
Sorry about the disconnect for a while. I had to switch phones because my other phone did die because I came on remote and I forgot to bring my portable chargers. And I had an iPhone. I got a 13 and a SE, and it still take Lightning to USB. Rob over here has more advanced. He don't have the Lightning to USB. No, he has USB-C.
So.
Oh, that's another thing, guys, too. With the app, you can actually set what you want the temperature to raise to. And like he may have had it set at 450. I'm just speaking a number hypothetically.
Right. That is what it says.
Okay. It'll let you know when it reaches a desired temperature. So he just got an alert on his phone that it says your Masterbuilt has reached the desired temperature. And if you want to lower it, you can use the app. You can actually lower the temperature if you want to do that.
I'll demonstrate that real quick.
Okay.
I have a question. This is Vincent.
Okay, 1 second, Vincent. All right, go ahead, Vincent. What's your question?
So if you're grilling it, you would do about 15 or 20 minutes for each side. Now,
yeah, this is for the chicken. Certain meats going to take different strategies. But this is for these leg quarters. It's going to be like 15 minutes on each side.
And this is for grilling it. It's not for smoking it.
Okay. And if you were to smoke them, would the temperature will be lower and a longer time cooking period?
Yes, that's correct. Okay, let's demonstrate the set time.
All right, so I'm going to change the temperature.
What kind of grill is that, George?
It's a Masterbuilt Autoignite 545 gravity grill.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. There's a set temp button that is.
Okay, so I just hit the set temp button.
450, 400, 1,000, 440, 440.
Are you guys able to hear those temperature changes?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah. That's him just clicking down with one finger to adjust the different temperature.
Okay, so I'm going to change it to 400 for a minute.
Oh, it's popping.
And then if you select it, you
got to
hit the confirm button.
Confirm button, correct.
And you can tell it confirm because you hear a beep on the side of the grill.
Yeah, you guys probably didn't hear it, but there was a beep on the grill that I heard. Kind of like the same type of beep you would hear like on a rice cooker.
And now if you follow the temperature, wait, it says 999. Oh no, there's a problem. I'm going to turn this off real quick.
Okay. It's definitely 900 degrees.
What is the heat source? Is that like gas or electric or?
It's charcoal.
Or charcoal. Wow.
Wait, oh wow, this thing overheated. Hold on, we're gonna reset this whole thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the hood down for a minute.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the hood up. But I'm gonna reset it. Everything I could do wrong with it is going wrong with it tonight. This is so crazy.
Like I say, technology is temperamental. When you want it to behave, it's going to act up.
And it's funny because the one thing that's very important, though, is if something like this happens, the most important thing that you can do is stay calm.
Definitely.
I mean, the whole thing is enclosed in cast iron, so the fire's not coming out. So the fire's not gonna, harm you or anything.
This is Deb. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Deb.
So he talked about the probe things that go into your meat, or maybe they didn't go into your meat. The probes that were on the those 4 things that were probes. Do they measure the temperature of the grill, or do they go into the meat and measure the temperature of the meat? And if they go into the meat, are they in there now?
She's asking about the probes. Do the probe measure the temperature of the grill or the meat, and do you stick them in the meat?
You stick the probe in the meat, and yes, the thickest piece, the thickest part of the meat is where you want to stick the probe.
Does that make sense, Deb?
And that will give you an accurate reading of the internal temperature of the meat.
That makes sense. I was just curious if you got any of those in that chicken that you're cooking now.
385.
No, I'm going to just try and bring the temperature down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I hit 385 just to bring the temperature down because it went over 600.
642.
Oh,
it's coming down. So
okay.
We're good.
So what happened, guys? The temperature went higher than what we initially had wanted. As indicated, it was reported to him that the temperature is 900 degrees. And this is why he mentioned when stuff like this happened, there's no need to panic because it's inside this cast iron. Nothing is catching fire. It's very safe. I'm still standing. I'm hitting it right now. So I'll let you know. That's how safe it is. And basically, he just restarted the app, reset it to bring the temperature down. And now it's coming down. It's down to 590 already. He set it for 385. So it's already coming. As a matter of fact, the sizzling is even dying down a little bit. So this actually is safer than the grills that I've cooked on.
Yeah, it's coming down. So
553.
553. It was at 563 2 seconds ago. 545. It's coming down.
Yep, and as you see, it's really dying down, and your sizzling dying down and everything, and 506, and we're back in the normal range now. Now, this can naturally go up to 650, but, I don't know why it does that, but there's been a couple of occasions where maybe I don't know, but it had a glitch or something, and it'll go as high as it wanted to go, and depending on how much firewood you have in there, it'll go to about 1,000 degrees. But again, you see, we stay calm, we reset it very calmly, and like George said, it's very safe. Everything is enclosed in cast iron. It's not coming out.
This is Ed. I have a question.
Go ahead.
What would you use 1,000 degrees for? Cleaning?
That's a good question. I don't even want to know.
I think you could actually do a steak at about 1,000 degrees, like a really thick ribeye, like maybe one of those 48-ounce ones or something, like the Flintstone ribeye.
Or a whole side of a cow?
Yeah, so where did you go again? So now I'm going to bring it back up from the 385. I'm going to leave it at the 385 for a little bit to compensate for the overheating a little bit.
I'm noticing, and I don't know if this is about design, it looks like it's cooking on one side, because I think over here on the right.
So on the right next to the hopper is the hotter side of the grill.
Because it's not getting that hot at all to me, from what I can tell. If you can look, it's like the left side is hotter.
So what happens is, George, over here on the side, there's ducts where the smoke comes out. Okay. So there's ducts in the corners, like at the edges, and then there's ducts in the middle.
Okay. Oh, it's really calmed down now.
Let me run you a quick and see that was the Amazon guys. I'll do it nice stuff.
Okay. So what's happening right now? It's still cooking. I can hear, you guys can't hear the sizzling unless you get some real good hearing. And I think it's been grilling for, if I had to guess, because I didn't set any timers, but I know we've been going for at least 10 minutes. So probably in a little bit, I'm probably going to flip them over. So anybody's hungry?
You got it. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision.
My name should have been Rock. I could have said, can you smell what the rock is cooking? Let's see if anybody who has joined us late did get a chance to introduce yourself. Why don't you come off mute and say your name and the city and state you're coming from if you didn't have a chance to do it earlier. Do we have any new?
This is Ed from Georgetown, Ontario.
Ed from Georgetown, Ontario. There's another Canadian in here too.
Oh.
Yeah.
We like barbecue.
Okay.
The Amazon orders here already.
Okay.
Okay, so what I normally do to turn the meats and stuff is I use, like, depending on what it is I'm cooking, like I'll normally just like take and use like a fork to poke, pull up, and then use the counter finger just for balance,
Gotcha.
And turn it that way. So but this hasn't been on for like 15 minutes really.
I'm thinking maybe like 8 or 9, maybe 10. Yeah. I'm not sure.
But it smells good. I wish y'all could smell it.
I think I heard one of your neighbors over there. Somebody said, "Smells good."
Yeah. Yeah. My neighbors. I got to meet neighbors because I, be out here on the grill all the time. So, yeah. You want to turn them?
Okay.
There you go.
Here, you hold the phone.
Okay. All right, got it. So George is actually gonna flip the chicken, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna demonstrate using the probe, and I'll set the probe to a particular temperature. Now, this is a little bit different from cooking over a direct fire grill because, the grids get very hot and there's smoke coming up all around the grids. The hot air is coming up from around the grids. As opposed to there being an actual fire underneath, the grill. So it's really easier for us to reach over the grill and to, use a fork or whatever to actually get closer to it than we could on an actual open grill safely.
Okay. They flip, like I said, the ones on the left look like they really cook, but the ones on the right seem to be cooking a lot slower.
Yeah. That's interesting because the hopper's on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is that your right or
my right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I'm facing my right. I do feel some heat coming up over here, but for some reason over there it cooks faster. Just so figure.
That is interesting. Let's see.
What's your temperature right now? I'll take it.
Second.
0, 7, 6, 3, 0, 8, 7, 6, 6, 3. Settings. Settings. 7.
Oh, 387.
I'll bring it back up before officially.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit the set temperature button.
That's what I think is so cool, guys, that you actually, you got the set temp button. You can set it. You can, by flicking it up, you can go to different intervals. It's going to announce the different times. And then you can hit confirm, and it's going to raise the
So it says select it when you hit the number that you want.
There's a confirm button. You double tap. I heard the beep on the grill.
And now you hear the fan come on.
The fan came on to blow the heat so it can cook more.
And now it's going to go up. Let's see, it's at 386.
395. See how quick it's moving? 412. 426. It raised it just that quick. 437.
Your desired temperature. Current temp, 449 degrees.
449 degrees we set it at. And it says a Masterbuilt has reached your desired temperature.
This is Innie.
Go ahead, Cindy.
It's Innie.
Sorry.
It's okay. So, George, I'm trying to understand here. I know for a while the grill went up to 900 and 600. So the time the chicken was cooking a lot hotter for a while. And I do understand when you have things on, like you timing it. Since the person is blind, they're gonna time is 15 minutes. You get the time you turn over. So today, for example, when the temperature changed back, how are you gonna be? In what way are you gonna be able to tell that one side is done or not? Because there was so much changes. Is there any? I'm just thinking relating to blindness. Because it's not completely done. You can't take it out and taste it just to see if the side is done.
Exactly. Once you have done a lot of cooking, you will begin to know the different things that meat goes through to know when something is done.
Correct.
The way it smells, the texture. And again, of course, you measure in time. Like
right now, there's another thing I'm about to plug in the probe so we can check the temperature.
Okay, so he's plugging in a probe so he can check the temperature to meat. So different things is what I do to determine when something is done. Just because I've done it a long time, you know how long it would take. Even like if you're just frying chicken, or if you're just cooking in the oven, when you do it enough times, you can follow recipes, of course. But once you do it enough, you will know exactly how long it would take each time that you do it. And then it goes by the texture. You can use your sense of smell to tell when something is done. All of that.
So, George, I'm going to give you the probe. So What I want you to do is find the thick, like one of the thicker pieces of the meat and stick the probe in it. Don't stick it all the way through to the bottom, but like towards the middle of the meat.
Okay.
And I'm going to let it sit there, and then I'm going to let you see.
Okay, I'll stick it in there.
Okay, so now.
Saturday, image, session graph. Thursday, January, 1,737,1,700,000,1,700,000,1,700,000,1,700,000,1,700,000,107.
So the current probe is saying 107. Now you got to give it a second to warm up first.
117.
Going up to 117.
123.
Unfortunately, it doesn't like read the changes of the number automatically, so you have to keep flicking back and forth.
36.
136.
Now that's the internal temperature of the meat. 143, and for chicken you want 165.
Right. And how we know this is basically, I'll say, from experience, from doing it enough times, reading recipes, reading gadgets, you just get that experience to know what desired temperature you want. Now, the way stuff can look, you can also use apps on your phone. If you know what color something should be, you can use your Be My Eyes app. You can use Irie if you have that, and get confirmation as to what color something is. We know in chicken, if it's golden brown, that's done. That's on the outside. And then you could cut it a little bit if you want to see what it looks like on the inside to make sure there's no red coming out of it.
Right. Well, especially for chicken.
Especially for chicken.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I know regularly, but I just was wondering because today the temperature went up to 900, 600 was very hot and whatever.
Yeah.
So I figured it kind of threw it off. But you still, that's why you're doing the probe to check the temperature of the meat.
And no, don't feel bad. What you asked was a very good question.
It is a very
because somebody who's watching this may not have never known.
Right.
I took it out. I'm going to stick it in another.
Jake, I have a question.
I got it in another piece right now.
Okay, the thickest piece, though.
I did.
You want to find the thickest?
I did. Go ahead. What's your question?
Regarding the probes, what kind of thermometer are you using?
Oh, yeah.
He asked what kind of, it's a meat probe. I don't know the name of it.
It actually comes with
it. Came with the grill.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And what it looks like is it looks like a really big, it looks sort of like an antenna with a point at the end that you stick into the meat. And then at the other end of it, there's a wire that plugs into the grill.
I'm using, I'll take it out and put it on another piece of the meat over here on the right side. Because it's cooking over here good now. Okay, I'll suck it in that one. Say 164?
Yeah.
Image
147.
147, okay, went down.
Yeah, so.
Image 138.
Yeah, this is the one that's on the right side.
Okay.
Image 132. Image 132. Image 132. Key arrow image 452.
Wait, what?
Key arrow image.
No, that's good.
Oh, it's extra temperature. Okay.
Yeah.
Center down 1,739,600,000,200,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,1,000,
Yeah.
113.
Degree, image 106.
Hold on. All right, try now.
Degree, image 107.
Okay, it's going up, but you got to give it a second.
Okay.
Degree, image
No, it went back to 100.
sections. 5. 3 sections.
Yeah, it's cooking a lot slower on this right side. Yeah, the meat's cold.
I don't know why.
That's weird.
That's very weird.
I can feel the heat over here, though. Okay, it's raising.
3 sections. 120. 3 sections. 150.
Okay. That's still on the right side?
Yeah, I haven't moved it.
3 sections.
But also, you have to also compensate for the fact that it's so cold outside.
That's true.
Okay, I think 152 sounds reasonable. You know, like it's in the real neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Sections. 161.
All right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put in another piece that's in the bird in the back. Okay.
Degree image of 159.
But also, you know, again, that's why I don't generally use the probe by myself.
Right.
When I cook, I just cook. I don't need the probe. But, you know, that's why it's important to really just have the, you know, the feelings of meat and like Joe.
We took 2 pieces off. We got 2 pieces cooking now. So it's done. It's working. It's just that technology
Is it good?
Is all up. Yeah, it's done.
George, this is Ned.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Go ahead, Ned.
Yeah, before you put the chicken on the grill, did you rub it in anything or put any seasoning on it?
Yes, I did. I did prep it. We prepped it before we even lit the grill up. I put I seasoned it with some season oil, some garlic powder, little black pepper, and some onion powder. I used that this particular time. Of course, you know, whatever however you want to season, it's, you know, your choice, your taste bud.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You have the empty trays that the chicken with you?
They should be right here.
Yeah.
Just like I do a regular pan.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in right.
Yeah, they have raw meat in it. Okay. Anybody has any other questions? I'm sorry.
Did we miss any questions while we were offline?
Cause yeah, you know, you guys, we heard all you guys talking. We heard the whole conversation. I just could not unmute. Weirdest thing. It just when I touch, no matter where I touch on my screen, because I have an iPhone 13, it just says recording in progress. Unmute. You're muted. You are muted. You are muted. You are muted. And I hit the unmute button, and it wouldn't let me unmute.
This is Innie.
Go ahead, Innie.
Yeah, we were talking. Some people were asking about how sometime if it's not an electric grill, this is not considered electric grill, correct?
No, this would not be considered an electric grill. It just has an electric component so that you can control it by way of Bluetooth through the app.
Okay.
This is definitely a wood grill.
Definitely a what?
A wood grill.
A wood. Yeah. Okay. Because somebody was saying how they not allow. Oh yeah, here he is.
Okay. Someone else had a question.
This is Ed.
Go ahead, Ed.
Do they make a smaller version of that grill? Like
the size we're using right now, Robe says this is the smallest one.
And how big is that?
I would say that the grill surface is maybe 54 inches or something like that. About 4.5 inches.
4.5 feet?
Yeah. Yeah, about 4.5. Yeah, exactly.
And they make
4.5
bigger
feet
ones?
direction. Say it again.
And they make bigger ones?
They make bigger ones. Oh man, they're you know, when you go to like those cookouts when somebody's putting on a major event, those are huge grills.
Yeah, those are pits.
Those are big pits.
This is just a baby one. This is my starter grill. And but I'll tell you, I love this thing. This really was the best gift that I've ever received. Like that I use this thing so often. Like after work, sometimes I just pull out the grill and just start cooking. And I've done brisket, I've done lamb chops, I've done leg of lamb, I've done steaks, filet mignon and ribeye. I've done chicken, I've done turkey breast. Turkey breast comes out really good and juicy. Oh my goodness. Real flavorful too. I've done smash burgers, I've done, conventional process.
Oh, I forgot burgers. I got burgers in there to do.
Yeah, everything. I've done sausages. So yeah, I mean, I've done fish on here already, and it came out really good. And we've even smoked potatoes.
Well, you do fish again. Y'all need to give me a call. I'm definitely want to.
Okay.
This is Ed again. I'm just wondering what's the price tag on that?
500.
About $500.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. And for what all it does, that's not a bad price.
Well, that's an excellent price. Other than it's so big.
I'm flipping them one more time.
Okay.
You have to share. We're getting so hungry.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Come on down. Bush Intercontinental Airport is about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Are you both do you live in the same town, George, or do you have to?
Yeah.
We're
in Houston, Texas.
Oh, you're all in Houston. Okay. Oh, and it's the weather nice enough to be outside, huh? That's good.
It's a little chilly. It's winter time. We had a real winter this year, at least for the last week, all this week.
I'm available to come and eat whatever y'all are making, so I'll take one for the team. So,
there you go.
That's the kind of girl I am. So
what time is it? I have lost all track of time.
It's 8:37.
8:37. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely sounds really good.
So anybody, the chicken's done. I'm gonna do some burgers when this gets done. Anybody got any kind of questions, comments, or whatever? We haven't decided we're gonna make this a road show or not.
This is Deb. Have you guys ate any of this chicken yet?
Not yet. We mainly just been cooking. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to wrap it up because I was on a particular fast, so I'm not going to eat meat for 3 weeks. And this coming Sunday morning, I'll be able to eat meat again.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, this is torturing me, but that's okay. As I say, I'm going to wrap it up.
But you consider poultry meat?
I have.
Yeah, okay.
I've been doing pretty good. Halima can attest to that if she's still here. Halima, you still here? My hand's kind of a mess, so I can't really unmute myself.
No, you're good, George. This is Terry.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah. Okay. So, explain the situation on burgers. How do you, like grill burgers, or explain what you do with the hamburgers once you make and season the patties and all?
Okay. Now the burgers, like I indicated, I didn't buy like pre-made patties. I just bought like a pack of, I think it was a 3.5 pound of ground meat, and I just smashed it together. And I put all my seasoning over. I sprinkled enough to get it all well seasoned. I mashed it all together, and then I just started forming patties out of it. So now burgers are not going to take as long to cook as chicken does. Burgers is something that I have no idea what the temperature should be, but I can tell by the texture and the smell. And then I may poke it to make sure there's no pinking coming out of it. And then I may use Be My Eyes to take a picture, put it, describe it to me. Or I can use Ira if I want like a real human touch to it.
This is Vincent, George.
And then you still also have the option on a grill like this to use the probe.
I use the probe, exactly.
And depending on how well done you like your burgers, that would determine the internal temperature that you want. Same thing with steak.
I have no idea what I did with the fork. It's around here somewhere. Because when I was flipping, I was just using my hand.
This is on that side, on the right side.
I have a question, George.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
What about when you want to barbecue, let's say like brisket, for example? How long do you smoke that?
I do. I smoke brisket, and I get like the brisket chunks, and I give it about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, and at what temperature?
At 250.
At 250. Okay.
George is Halima. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can tell everybody I have not eaten any meat since January the 5th.
No, he hasn't. He's been doing good.
All right.
I have not found it. I don't know if it fell on the ground or that thing is missing. It's not starting to get too hot for me to flip it with my hand.
It happened.
Like I was doing.
I'll just run in and get another one.
It's here somewhere.
So this is Jake. Is Provin going to eat all your meat then that you're not going to eat?
I'll eat it for him.
Okay.
You're so sweet.
I like the way that, there's a lot of people that are willing to take one for the team.
And you know what, Terry, I think no, that's right, I'm not on my side. I was about to say, Terry, you're the closest to me, but I'm actually on the north side.
Right, yeah. And,
where did that fork go? That is weird. I've lost the entire fork.
Hope it's not any of the meat.
Oh, if it's in the grill, well, I would know for sure. No, it's not in the meat.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Roll check. It may be still in the chicken that I took off.
That can happen. Yeah.
Diana, you still there?
Yes, I sure am.
Oh, that's right. There you are. You smell it?
I have a question about the grill, George.
Go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah. Does it have any like side panels where you could put your, like a casserole, or you could put utensils, or?
Yes, it does. It has 2 side tables.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What was in with the chicken?
That's what it was. I left it in the chicken.
That happens.
You want me to hold the tray?
I really can't tell if this is done in that. Hold on. Well, at least it's in.
3 p.m. 3 minutes ago.
All right, where's the tray? Where's this? It took a long study. Get this side one.
Yep. Okay.
This one. We got one more. Okay. All right. Let me see. Where I put those burgers at? Oh, I'm gonna put this part right there. Okay. Okay. So, well, listen. Everybody, does let me ask this: is anybody bold enough that you think you might want? Who's thinking about buying one of these grills? Or who would like to have one?
I'd like to have someone come and cook for me.
Yeah, no, that's right, Sonia.
I'll get the grill if you'll come cook.
Hey.
Sonia, I would love to come cook.
I
don't mind at all. We've done it before.
Know. We can work it out. But yeah, no, it sounds awesome.
So, if anybody wants to reach me and stay in contact, you can reach me on Facebook. Robe Evans. Robe like a bathrobe. Evans.
Okay.
Hey, I know you, Rob. My goodness.
Oh, I met him.
Oh, we thought you were some mystery friend of George. We know you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Rob is a very sweet guy.
Goodness.
Now it comes to the end of the show and the big reveal. We Rob.
Well, we had to do something to keep you, engaged.
Robe took off the robe, I guess. Well, figuratively, please.
Whatever you do, don't disrobe.
Well, yeah, exactly. not with a grill nearby. Not with a grill nearby. So
no, that would not be fun.
So, what's the procedure for cleaning it all off? I mean, does it?
We never even discussed that. They say, what's the procedure for cleaning it?
The first thing I do at the end of a cooking session is what I call the burn down. So when I know I'm getting close to the end of my cooking session, I make sure that I have minimal charcoal in, so the fire is, kind of weakened, right? Then I will turn up the temperature of the grill with the hopper wide open. And what that does is it causes the fans to be on full blast, but being that the hopper's open, it's not going to increase the heat. So it ends up burning out the wood.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And then once that happens, the temperature continues to drop. And then when the temperature goes all the way down to like maybe 60 degrees, 40 degrees, depending on what the temperature is outside, that's when you know that, it's pretty much safe and everything is cool to the point where you could touch it with your hands. That's when you can basically shut the power off. Then to clean the actual grill, I use a brush. I have like a grill scrub brush, and then I basically just want to scrape off any excess like, char or anything. But for the most part, you don't really clean cast iron like with soap and water and all of that, because you can cause it to rust. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it gets seasoned after a while, so it basically becomes automatically like a non-stick surface. It's really cool.
Thanks for that question, son. I didn't think about that, but that's a good question.
Absolutely.
When you first started using it, did you have to season it with like oil or something on a little bit on the grates, or no?
Yes, I took a can of like shortening, like Crisco shortening or whatever, and I rubbed it on, and then I burned it at about 450 for a couple of hours. And then after that, it was like the initial chemical treatment that they do on it, to ship it and everything. Once all of that was burnt off, then we went straight to cooking, me and the guys. And we did chicken the first night. We did some fish. We did some burgers. Wow. Yeah, we went straight in.
Jeez.
Okay, this is Sandhya. I guess, I don't know what kind of question this is, but okay, I don't grill, obviously, but maybe somebody out there.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know if she got muted. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, she went away.
There she is.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, but we lost sound.
There you go.
We hear you.
No, you went away for a while.
The question is, how is this different from like a George Foreman grill? I mean, it'd be obvious that like I've heard of the George Foreman grill. That's like something inside, right?
Right. Yeah, the George Foreman, you can use it indoors or outdoors. Some of them, some models of it, right? But this is strictly an outdoor grill because it's a smoker. So all of the smoke, you would have your smoke detector going off like crazy.
And just for the silly Houstonians that don't know how to deal with cold, this is not something you want to bring inside, right?
No. I was shocked that I heard somebody on Channel 11 say that.
Oh,
they was giving like tips, for stuff that you should not do. Don't have your generator inside your house.
Exactly.
Somebody says, and do not bring your grill on the inside to keep warm.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you bring it on the list, people?
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, it does happen every time it happens. Very sad, but okay. All right. So keep it outside.
I got burgers on there now too.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, guys, out there for Robe, our guest, and George, our eater?
Terry.
Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to cook one of those? I don't know if you might have heard about. There's a restaurant in, is it Amarillo? Anyways, one of these where they have a 72-ounce steak. If you can conquer that thing, the steak is free.
That's a huge steak.
That's very big.
72 ounces?
I believe it is 72-ounce steak.
Oh, wow.
But this can definitely cook it.
No, it could.
This is mad.
You can actually cook a whole Thanksgiving turkey on this thing.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ned has a comment.
Yeah,
Ned.
I have been to Amarillo. I have been to that restaurant. I don't know the name of it. But when you do that contest, they put you on you sit on a pedestal up on a table in front of everybody. And it's not just the steak. You have to eat the baked potato and all the fixings. So that's when the person gets caught because they're eating all that other side stuff along with 72 ounces of beef or whatever.
Wait. Did you do it, Ned?
No. I was there. I witnessed a person trying
to you got all the chicken in here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
okay. Well, pretty close. Okay, good job, Ned. Good job.
Do they give you a time limit? Because I'll give it a shot if I don't have to rush.
I can't remember if there was a time limit on doing it.
Because if that steak is good and flavorful, I'll take my time. Eventually, I'll get rid of it.
This is Deb.
Yes, Deb.
And so I've actually been also to that restaurant. It's called the Big Texas, I think. And I think they give you an hour.
Oh.
They eat a 72-ounce steak.
Yeah.
1 hour.
Yeah, and I think there's a few people that supposedly have done it, but I can't imagine.
Well, I don't want to ruin anybody's appetite, but maybe it doesn't stay down. You know, it's like...
Well, I'll tell you what. I have to, let me see, could I starve up for something like that? But see, if you starve, then you're going to mess up and eat too quick.
Yeah, then you can't, your stomach can't handle it. No.
Right.
Well.
You you do our field trip, George. You go to Amarillo and try it out. George is already on a pedestal, so we don't need to get on a pedestal. Right. So.
I'll never claim that.
Well, I put you there, so I can take you off, too.
Yes, you can. You have the power.
No.
Give and to take.
Just being silly. Any other questions, comments? And, you know, George is always coming up with great ideas. And if anybody out there has an idea of something they want to do or something that we should try, we are always open. And, you know, some of y'all have already stepped up. So we would love to, if you want to do this one time, let us know, and we would share with the group. You know, we're all friends here. If it doesn't work quite the way you think, it's okay. We'll still help you eat it up, whatever it is that you make. You know, so
yeah. Right. If you guys got ideas, you know, feel free to share.
Yeah, because that's how. I mean, we, you know, this is a team. We're a family. So if you think there's something that we could all benefit from, or something that you like to do. We may never have thought that we could even do that. Like you know, so yes, anybody? So definitely.
I would like to thank you guys for having me as a guest and everything. Really appreciated the opportunity to show you guys this.
Well, you're not a guest. We know who you are, Rob. You're a friend. You're better than a guest. So, but we thank you for your time. I know that's a lot of work to get everything together, and and everybody, you know, thanks for hanging in with the technical stuff. But you know,
you guys stay put. Nobody didn't leave, or I think somebody did leave. Not a lot.
It's okay. We're patient. You know, we wanted to see how it all turned out. So we'll come back again at the end of February with another idea. So it could be, you know, and if you have ideas, send them to ibugtoday@gmail.com, and we'd love to help you. And we look forward to seeing you then. And tomorrow's movie, don't forget, 8:00, Elton John, Never Too Late, the documentary. And then Saturday's our Apple Workshop, show and tell, all kinds of fun gadgets and gizmos. I like the word gizmos. So come for that, 2 to 4, all kinds of cool stuff. And so we hope to see you then. And thank you, George and Rob and everybody else. Y'all are
all right.
Thank you.
Guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Sandy. Bye-bye. Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, George.
Good night.
George.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Rob.
So it's not even just end the meeting because I can't find my.
Oh, yeah, I got it.